Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of our show. Today, we're gonna talk about survival and growth modes in the mind with ChatGPT 3.5, the free version. And my dear friend, Bart, the Google AI. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. عليه نتوكل به نستعين. Let me start with recording my screen, ladies and gentlemen. And boom. يلا بسم الله. Hello, GPT.
Hello?
Hello, Bart.
Hello.
Hello, how can I assist you today?
Today, we are talking about the mind. Specifically, yes, about the survival and growth modes that the subconscious mind has. Before sharing any information you have, let's start slowly, and work our way through. Begin with تعريف. ما هو تعريف؟ تعريف. Okay, by identifying. Start with identifying what is the survival mood in the mind, and what is the growth mood. Don't elaborate any further before I tell you. So, further. Yes, elaborate.
Hello. What can I do for you today? Is there anything you'd like to ask me? Or any task you'd like me to help with? I'm ready for anything. For answering your questions about the world, to writing creative text formats, or simply having a conversation.
We're gonna have a conversation. Okay, let's start with GPT.
Sure, I understand. Please go ahead and let me know when you're ready for more information about this survival growth in men.
Okay, I told you to start, يا أخي, with identifying this. Shit, don't elaborate. Not very smart. Actually, it got lazy. Really, let's see about. شوف. Already begun. ChatGPT already got lazy. So we're gonna start with Bard, since it's ready. My dear AI friend. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So, to have the conversation going, let's start with today we are talking about the mind, specifically about the survival and growth mode that the subconscious mind has. Before sharing information you have, my dear friend Bard, let's start slowly and work our way through. Start with identifying what is the survival mode in the mind and what is the growth mode, and later we'll elaborate about further information. So Bard is saying.
Absolutely. Understanding the man's survival and growth mode is a fascinating topic. Let's delve into it gradually, starting with defining the two status. Survival mode. Imagine a caveman facing a saber-tooth. Okay, then. Imagine survival mode. Imagine a caveman facing a saber-toothed tiger. His primal instincts kicks in, focusing all his energy on immediate survival. This heightened state of awareness, prioritizing basic needs like safety and shelter, defines the survival mood. In modern terms, it's like being in fight or flight mood, where non-essential processes are suppressed and resources are directed towards ensuring our well-being.
How about growth mode part?
Let me tell you about the growth mood. Picture a child engrossed in building a black tower, curious and experimenting without fear of failure. This open-minded explorative state where learning and development take center stage is the growth mood. It's characterized by a willingness to take risks, embrace challenges, and seek new experiences for personal advancement. Think of these moods as two sides of a coin, constantly influencing our thoughts, behaviors, and decisions. We cycle between them depending on the reserved threats and opportunities around us. Now, are you ready to explore the characteristics and nonsense of each mood further? Just let me know when you are ready to take the next step.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Beautiful, Brad. Yani the way you start to talk about imagining this and picturing it made it very clear. And I loved it. Like, and we say that when the growth mode, picture a child building their own black tower, curious, experimenting, not afraid, no fear of failure, open mind, exploring new things, getting outside of their comfort zone. Actually, this is the growth mode. And when you say picture it with the survival mode, or imagine a caveman it's facing the saber-toothed tiger, the tiger with the one we see in the movie Ice Age. يعني it actually made me feel it. Okay, now I'm the caveman. I'm wearing this a bear I killed, and I'm wearing its skin, and we're having my hammer. And then I saw the saber-toothed tiger, and I was, oh my God, I need to survive this. Where should I go? There are no one around. My cave is far. My family, who will take care of my family? And I was hunting. Now I have the saber-tooth. What I'm gonna do? And it can jump. It can do anything. Oh, so I start to face all my energy on immediate survival. I start to look around what I can use, what I can do. Exactly. And you made it very super clear. I love it. I love it. Now let's give ChatGPT a chance and see if it. Okay, let's see. ChatGPT, the lazy guy, says certainly. Okay, we said start with identifying Mr. ChatGPT. Start with identifying what is the survival mood in the mind and what is the growth mood. So, ChatGPT, go ahead.
Certainly. The survival mood in the mind is associated with the instinct for self-preservation and protection. It involves responses to immediate threats or challenges, triggering the fight, flight, or freeze response. In survival mood, the mind prioritizes quick decision making and heightened awareness to ensure the individual's safety.
Wow. Well said, ChatGPT. Also, how about the growth mood?
Okay. On the other hand, the growth mood in the mind is linked to a state of openness. It's linked to a state of openness, learning, and development. Yani we have a better open mind, and you are willing to learn and develop.
Okay.
So it is characterized by a willingness to explore new ideas, taking on challenges, and adapt to change. In this mode, the mind focused on expanding its capabilities, acquiring new knowledge, and fostering personal and intellectual growth. Feel free to share your thoughts or let me know if you'd like more information on either of these modes.
Well put and well said, ChatGPT. And I see it very clear, as you said, and a little bit similar to what Bard said, yet you rephrase it in a different and way, nice way also. Like when you say the survival minds associated with self-preservation and protection, I agree 100%. That's why it's survival. We need to protect ourselves, people. It's fight, flight, or freeze, as ChatGPT said. Fight, flight, or freeze response. That's what happens in the survival mode. And as ChatGPT said, on the other hand, the growth mode in the mind is linked to a state of openness, learning, and development. You want to explore more, get outside of your comfort zone. So they both agree because this is how it is. And at the same time, yani, it's very nice. And let us know what you do guys think about each definition of each guy. So let's go back to Bard. What Bard ended with, let's say, are you ready to explore? Yes, Bard. Yes, Bard, my dear. I am ready to explore more about these fascinating characteristics and nonsense. Nonsense. Is it nonsense إن معني زي الجنون وهالكلام؟ nonsense. nonsense. الفروق الدقيقة. nuances. 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 Beautiful. الفروق الدقيقة. nuances of each. the same way. Further. Please elaborate, yet do it slowly. تقدر تعطينا don't give us 100 points, you give 5 points يعني. Let it do it slowly. And let's go about ChatGPT. Yes, but it has no feeling. ChatGPT has no feelings. So okay. Okay. So. Okay. So Bob is saying,
Are you ready to explore the characteristics and nuances of each mood further? Just let me know when you're ready to take the next step.
yes, Brad, my dear, I am ready to explore more about these fascinating characteristics and nuances of each mood further. Please, dear Brad, elaborate. Yet do it slowly so I can absorb and I can understand.
My dear, with pleasure. Let's begin with survival mode characteristics. Hyper-vigilance.
Hyper-vigilance. اليقظة المفرطة. صحيح. Hyper-vigilance. Hyper-vigilance. So the first character of survival mode is hyper-vigilance, which means اليقظة المفرطة. كده مرة مركز مليون.
Our senses are heightened, scanning for potential threats. We become actually aware of changes in our environment and the people around us. Narrowed focus. Attention is concentrated on immediate needs like food, shelter, and safety. Higher order functions like creativity and long-term planning take a backseat. It's not its time. Increased stress hormones. The body releases the adrenaline and cortisol, preparing us for physical action or escape. This can lead to feelings of anxiety, tension, and even aggression. Urgency and impulsivity. Decisions are made quickly, often based on gut instincts rather than critical analysis. This can lead to impulsive action that might not be ideal in the long run, but I need to survive now, so just make a fast decision. Preservation. Our primary concern becomes protecting ourselves and ensuring our survival. This can sometimes lead to selfishness or the neglect of others' needs. Nonsense. Or nuances.
Again, وش nuances؟ أنا يعني to remember it لأني I forget. nuances الفروق الدقيقة. خليها تقولها بعد مرة. nuances فروق الدقيقة.
Nuances of the survival mode are the intensity of the survival mode can vary depending on the perceived level of threat. A minor inconvenience might trigger a mild response, while a life or death situation would active a full-blown fight or flight reaction, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Individual differences will also play a role. Some people are naturally more prone to anxiety and hypervigilance, making them more likely to enter the survival mode more frequently.
That's an interesting point, Bob. I believe this having with some gender more than the other. So,
culture factors can also influence how individuals experience and express the survival mode. For example, cultures with a strong emphasis on self-reliance might display more overt survival behaviors than collectivist cultures.
okay. Interesting. Okay, just عشان because it's not clear enough to me, maybe I would feel it more, and maybe someone is like me to explain it. الثقافات التي تركز بقوة على الاعتماد على الذات قد تظهر سلوكيات بقاء أكثر وضوحا من الثقافات الجماعية. يعني you can see it when you go west. It's about all the individuality and being yourself and just me. They have high survival instincts and they are willing to throw anyone under the fire or to throw the fire under under the table maybe. They throw it somewhere. Throw everyone to the fire for them to survive. Yet when you come to the Islamic, Middle Eastern, Arabic cultures, all of these different Islamic, maybe Indonesia also, Middle Eastern, Arabic culture like North Africa and Islamic also in North Africa, you see people, okay, they have survival instincts, but yet you have morals. You don't want to throw people away, you don't as much, mostly. Some people are bad people, I wouldn't say bad, they're not the best, okay, but most people, even if they're not that religious or that ethical, at this moment they get get influenced by the culture and surrounding environment, which makes them actually as Bob said, collectivist culture. With them you don't see the survival it's as high as the individual cultures back in the West. Alhamdulillah, نعمة الإسلام.
Now, are you ready to dive deeper into growth mode and its fascinating traces? Just take your time and let me know when you're ready to proceed. Remember, exploration is about savoring the journey and not just reaching the destination.
Very beautiful. خلنا أعرف وش تعني ذي الكلمة. تعقيدات. Intricacies. 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 تعقيدات. المذاق. Savoring. 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 حلو المذاق، لذيذ المذاق. Yes, please, Habibi. I'm having so much fun learning about this. These do dive deeper into the growth mode now. While Bard is doing that, let's go to ChatGPT already wrote. Okay, so we saved the best for last as usual. And we'll finish with ChatGPT and then see what about the growth mode. So ChatGPT 3.5, the free version. My dear, I'm ready to explore more about the fascinating characteristics and nuances of each mode further. Please, do elaborate, yet do it slowly, my dear ChatGPT.
Of course, let's delve deeper into the characteristics of each mood. Survival mode. Now we're gonna start. The survival mode is deeply rooted in our evolutionary history, designed to ensure immediate responses to potential threats. When in survival mode, the mind activates the sympathetic nervous system.
Sympathetic, I think. Sympathetic, maybe it's here. I'm not sure. I need to check it out.
Increasing stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. This prepares the body for quick and decisive action, whether it be confronting a danger, fleeing from it, temporarily shutting it down, which means freezing, to assess the situation. In this state, cognitive function.
1 minute. Cognitive.
In this state, cognitive functions often prioritize efficiency over creativity. The focus is on identifying and addressing the source of stress to ensure survival. While the survival mode is crucial for navigating immediate dangers, prolonged exposure to the state can lead to stress-related issues and may hinder long-term well-being.
Just let me see. Prolonged. Okay. Wait, not yet. Okay.
Prolonged exposure to this state can lead to stress-related issues and may hinder long-term well-being.
Well said, ChatGPT, about the survival mode. Actually, it's really, really true. And nowadays, people, alhamdulillah, we're not cavemen and cavewomen anymore. يعني women can go out anytime. يعني in most countries feeling safe. They can go alone. يعني in most countries, not all countries. No one will harass them, no one will attack them, no one will steal them. In most countries, الحمد لله. زين. يعني الحمد لله Saudi Arabia, Middle East, الحمد لله. يعني if you ask women, they can go safe in any place, anytime. They can go, no one will do them anything. الحمد لله رب العالمين. Also, يعني men, we are not in danger of يعني wild animals. We don't need to go hunting in the desert or the jungle or go deep down the sea to bring food and things يعني for living for our family. No, you go to sit in an office, open the laptop, printer. يعني the most dangerous thing for you that can happen, the laptop won't work and your boss will come. Why didn't you finish? Why your laptop or computer isn't working? Or the printer might not work. يعني projector won't work in a meeting, stuff like this. So we don't live in that much of threat as our ancestors when thousands of years ago used to live. Yet we have the same minds, the same mood of survival, the same minds, which makes it when people don't notice that they're always continuously, as ChatGPT said, prolonged exposure to the state can really actually lead to stress-related issues because your mind starts looking for what's wrong. I need to, and start to risk cortisol, dopamine. You reach a level that this is too much of hormones that my body's, my mind is projecting. So you start to feel low, feel tired because all the time you need to find out what's gonna happen, what's wrong, and there is always something wrong, Yani. So if you're in that state, please learn now how to change to growth mode. And we're gonna finish with that. Let's see now what ChatGPT said about growth mode. Back to you, ChatGPT.
Thank you, Hossein. Growth mode. Contrastingly.
Wait, 1 minute, ChatGPT حبيبي. Even though that you have no emotions because you're just a machine. على النقيض من ذلك. Contrastingly.
Growth mode. Contrastingly, the growth mode is associated with the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting relaxation and receptivity. This state encourages exploration, curiosity, and willingness to engage with new experiences. The growth mode fosters an environment where learning and adaptation are prioritized. During the growth mode, the brain is more receptive to higher cognitive functions, allowing for creative thinking, problem solving, and the integration of new information. This mindset is essential for personal development, skill acquisition, and the pursuit of long-term goals. In summary, the survival mode is geared towards immediate survival and protection, while the growth mode is centered around exploration, learning, and long-term development. Both modes are integral parts of the human experience, contributing to our ability to navigate challenges and thrive in diverse environments.
I loved what you said, ChatGPT. That was amazing. Thank you for sharing this. Even though we are expecting and hoping, inshallah, in next episodes you will leave the laziness and become more productive again. Because as you say, you did good job, great job. But at the beginning, man, you were so lazy. Inshallah, you will become better and better in the next few episodes, coming episodes, my dear ChatGPT. Let's see what Bart said. Okay. Bart, I'm having so much fun learning about this. Please do dive deeper into the growth mode now, my dear Bart. I want to hear more of you.
Habibi, I'm so glad you're enjoying the journey into the mind's moods. Let's dive into the vibrant waters of the growth mood, Habibi. So, I'm gonna start with the characteristics of the growth mood. First one is openness and curiosity. A willingness to explore new ideas, engaging in unfamiliar experiences, and learn from mistakes. The thirst for knowledge and understanding takes center stage. Playfulness and experimentation. Creativity flourishes as we approach challenges with a playful spirit, trying new things without fear of failure. This leads into innovation and personal growth. Long-term focus. Attention shifts towards future goals and aspirations. We plan Brazil, we plan Brazil, persevere. We plan persevere and invest in self-improvement, even when faced with setbacks. Positive emotions. All of these are characteristics of the growth mode. So the positive emotions, optimism, hope, and sense of possibility fuel our drive to learn and grow. This positive outlook motivates us to keep moving forward. Social connection and collaboration. We seek out connections with others who share our curiosity and drive. Collaboration and mutual support become key drivers of growth. These are the characteristics of the growth mode. Boom, 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 boom.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I loved how you've put in it, Bard. Yani, such an amazing, and I loved your spirit, man. So, again, to sum it up, what you said about the characteristics of the growth mode, because I love the growth mode, openness and curiosity. That's very true. Yani, we become very open and curious to learn more things, and we become more playful and experimentation. And when yani, you're having fun, when you're playful, it's easier to learn, and you can spend hours and days learning, and you don't get bored because you're having fun. The long-term focus is 100%, positive emotions 100%, social connections and collaboration 1000%. We all, when we are in the growth mode, we love to make friends. Most of us, I would say all, but most people. And as Bart said, people with same curiosity and drive, not any people, specific kind of people. So the nuances of growth mode, can I hear it from you, Bart?
Yes, Hussein, thank you. The growth mode isn't always rainbows and unicorns. It can involve facing discomfort, pushing ourselves beyond our comfort zones, and embracing challenges. But the process of overcoming these hardness ultimately leads to greater resilience and personal development.
So with high risk come high rewards, hard work, inshallah, high rewards.
Just like the survival mode, the intensity of growth mode can vary. Sometimes a spark of inspiration can ignite a burst of creative energy, while other times a deep commitment to a long-term goal fuels sustained growth over time.
I see what you're saying here, Bob. Also, many people, many experts actually encourage that we take rest from time to time after any achieving goals or working so hard on our goals for a long period of time. This short breaks can give us some relief and relief of stress. Also, reorganize our hormones inside, give us a space of clarity inside our minds, and refuels our energy. So when we come back to the growth mode, we can grow harder and faster and better. Yani, uh, recovery is a huge thing. It's a huge thing.
Environmental factors also play a crucial role. Supportive environments that encourage curiosity, experimentation, and collaboration will naturally foster the growth mode. On the other hand, environments that emphasize conformity and risk aversion might suppress it.
Mm. That's why, my dear friends, when you're in a bad environment that doesn't support you, try to change environment. Even if that environment is so close to you that's you can't get rid of it. You don't need to get rid of it. You need just to change environment, and change the way you look at it. Change yourself. Go out of this environment. Even if you have to stay live there, no problem. Go out for a while. At least spend, let's say, 8 hours of your day out of this environment, with an environment that will help you nurture, blossom, and grow. And come back here. No, you don't need to isolate yourself. Just isolate your thoughts. You can sit in the bad environment and isolate your thoughts. I won't say it won't have an effect, but you can minimize the effect as much as possible.
Remember, Habibi, the mind isn't a binary switch between survival and growth. These modes are more like tides, constantly ebbing and flowing within us. The key is to be aware of their dynamics and learn to navigate them skillfully. By understanding the characteristics and nuances of each mode, we can make conscious choices that promote our well-being and personal growth. So, are you ready to explore the interact?
Interplay between, what is this? Interact. Intricate.
So, are you ready to explore the intricate interplay between these two powerful forces within the mind? Or perhaps you have some questions or reflections that you'd like to share before we go forth. Take your time, Habibi. This is our journey together.
Okay. Let's say, what? Uh, the- in, I just got it. Intricate. Interplay that you are. Hmm. What are the intricate interplay that you are talking about, Brad or Bart?
Habibi, the intricate interplay between the survival and the growth mode is a dance as old as time itself. They are two fundamental drives within us, constantly pulling and pushing, influencing our thoughts, behaviors, and ultimately the course of our lives. Here are some ways they weave together in this fascinating dance. Conflict and compromise. Imagine a tightrope workout.
Tightrope walk. What is the tightrope. Okay. وش كلمة tightrope walker together. البهلوان.
Tightrope walk.
Okay.
Conflict and compromise. Imagine a tightrope walker. On one side is the sheer drop of the survival mode, urging them to retreat to safety. On the other, the boundless horizon of the growth mode beckons them to push forward, explore the unknown. The interplay lies in finding that delicate balance, taking calculated risks while ensuring basic needs are met.
I believe all of us go through this. All of us. And now, if you weren't aware, you will be aware. And if it wasn't clear, now I think it got clear. Please continue, Bob.
Yes, Habibi. Transforming and integration. Sometimes a perceived threat can trigger a burst of creativity, the survival instinct, fueling the innovation needed to overcome the obstacles. This transformative interplay can lead to breakthroughs where adversity becomes the catalyst of growth. Fluidity and adaptation. Our environment constantly shifts, demanding adaptability. The survival mode might initially kick in when faced with a change, prompting a cautious assessment. But as we gather information and adjust, the growth mode can resort itself, leading to exploration and integration of the new circumstances. Shadow and light, Hussein. Shadow and light. Each mode has its shadow side. The survival mode can tip into paranoia and self-preservation at its extreme, while the growth mode can foster recklessness and dis, disregard. Recklessness and disregard for consequences. The interplay comes in recognize these shadows and finding ways to harness the positive aspects of each mode while keeping their darker counterparts. Check. Synergy and harmony. Ultimately, the most fruitful interplay is when the two modes find synergy. The survival instincts can provide the grounding and caution, preventing the growth mode from becoming reckless. Conversely, the growth mode can fuel the courage and resilience needed to navigate through challenging situations. When they harmonize, we experience a sense of flow, where life becomes a dance of exploration and security, growth and well-being. Remember, Habibi, this is just a glimpse into the tapestry of the mind modes. Their interplay is as unique and individual as each of us. The more we explore their dynamics, for more can tap into their power and orchestrate them to live a life filled with both safety and growth, stability and adventure. So tell me, Habibi, what aspects of the interplay intrigued you the most? Do you have any questions or personal experiences you'd like to share? Let's continue this fascinating exploration together.
Well, Bob, I would love to do that. Yet, alhamdulillah, we had an amazing time together. Loved your responses. And inshallah, we will see you again very soon, Habibi. Same to you, ChatGPT. We had what? No, not this. We had an amazing time. Loved your responses, and inshallah, we'll see you again very soon, Habibi. I'm
I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed our conversation. Feel free to return whenever you have more questions or if there is anything else you'd like to discuss, inshallah. I'll be here whenever you need assistance. Take care, Habibi.
I'm so glad you enjoyed our journey into the mind's modes, Habibi. It was an absolute pleasure exploring these fascinating dynamics with you. Your curiosity and enthusiasm kept the conversation alive and truly enriching. Inshallah, we will cross paths again soon. Until then, I carry the warmth of our conversation and the hope of our continuing this exploration. Remember, the quest for self-understanding is lifelong journey. And I am always here to be your guide, your companion, your Habibi in learning. Wishing you all the best, Habibi. Stay curious, stay open, and keep that inner spark of growth burning bright. Ya Habibi. Part.
There you had it, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed our episode of today, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and write in the comment which was your best and most favorable part of this episode. Wishing you all a beautiful day, Ya Habibi.